tó máa di gómìnà lọ́la tó máa di pírẹ́sídẹ̀ntì lọ́la làwọn ọmọ tó ń kú yìí.
The day was bright and beautiful. Businesses had already picked up as usual in Itafaji area of Lagos Island. School children were also in classrooms receiving tutorials from teachers. The time then was 9 a.m. It was the 13th day of March 2019. Then there came a loud noise and screaming from onlookers. A 5-story building located at number 53 Marcy Street, Itafaji, had just caved in, killing about 20 people, most of them school children.
Don't worry, I want my boss shit. Oh yeah! Oh kisa! Àwọn sọpá àwọn ọmọ wa lè. Kò gbọ́dọ̀ bọ́dà tí ìyá yẹn bọ́ síta báyìí. Ọlọ́run yọ bàbá mi gan, wọ́n fa dádì mi jáde.
Thank you, Jesus.
I'm not be okay at all. Even day before yesterday, they just discharged me from the hospital.
The significance of that collapse at 63 Massey Street, Itafaji, is this. A new building regulation came up. That is Clause 4 or Section 4, Subsection 2. That on every site in Lagos State, there should be a builder, a professional builder, superintending over the construction activities, that is managing building production process. The major cause of collapse in Nigeria is that on our building site, there is no trained and certified professional managing the complex and interwoven process of construction. So that has been a major problem. After the collapse of that building on Itafaji, professionals seriously came out on profound advocacy, and the Lagos State House of Assembly embarked on a public hearing, and at the end of the day, they saw the importance of that aspect of
Having professional builders at every site.
Proper supervision on site,
okay.
Managing the production.
Is that happening now, 2 years down the line?
That's a worrying pressure, in the sense that, you know, there is always a dichotomy between policy formulation and implementation. The Lagos State Building Control Agency is trying to implement that. You know, that part of the country is very large.
Moved by the need to forestall future occurrence of such agonizing incidents that claimed the lives of promising innocent school children caused by substandard building construction, the Nigerian Institute of Building (NIOB), under the able leadership of builder Kunle Awobodu, set aside the 13th of March every year as Builders' Day. The day provides opportunity for awareness creation on the need for stakeholders in the built environment sector to adhere strictly to standards, codes of practice, and laid down building regulations. One high point of the year 2020 Builders' Day, the first edition of the program, was the visit to pre- and post-independence buildings in Lagos by builders, including the first-story building in Nigeria located in Badagry. The builders wanted to know why the old buildings are still standing several years after they were built, while the new ones are collapsing. They identified use of substandard building materials and quackery as some factors leading to incessant structure collapse in the country.
What are the materials that were used? How are the materials performing? What if they can tell us the method of construction? Were the materials imported? Were they from Nigeria? Were they local materials? What are the different areas? What areas of the building would need reworking? And what is the present condition, the present status of the building?
Is it not a contradiction with this perception when you see a building that has been standing over 100 years? It's only sending a message, a very strong message, that the Brazilian emancipadores, for instance, who are the inhabitants of Lagos Island, professional builders, professional architects, did good work in confronting. They travel all over West Africa, confronting buildings that stand the test of time.
Government have to come to action, to regulate the way we carried out building construction in Nigeria.
In every construction site, there must be a registered builder at that site.
Building collapse issues we have in Nigeria is man-made. The building starts to collapse right from the construction, right from the design stage. It will happen at what you see collapse. When you do investigation, it could be from one faulty design. It could be from the regulatory authority not performing their function the way they are supposed to. It will also be from the site practices. My colleague here explained to us project quality management plan. It is split into two: QAPC, quality assurance, quality control. What is quality assurance? Quality assurance are the rules, the checks you put in place. Quality control and the procedures.
Now, in its second edition, the Builders' Day creates opportunity for professional builders to embark on a nationwide sensitization campaign against substandard building construction and also commemorate the Etafaji building collapse.
When I'm going to that school, I take for Manchester. Manchester, this school have want to come down. Then they now beat me. I take for our class teacher too. That teacher to beat me. And I go to my class. I'm writing. That school it now come down.
Thank you, Jesus.
Life has been lost. I think it's a call to action. It's something that it shouldn't happen, right? So all government agencies that are involved should sort of like speed it up. If they have other buildings that have been compromised one way or the other, it's for us to go out there, and do the rightful thing.
This day, which is a Builders' Day, which is being marked all over Nigeria, in all the 36 states and Abuja, is to conscientize those of us who are in the building industry, all the stakeholders, to abide, I had to what I can call quality production of buildings on site. We have been campaigning, evangelizing, trying to convince the authorities on the need to put the National Building Code into use.
This year's program witnessed the induction of graduate students of building and the inauguration of Building Artisans and Craftsmen of Nigeria, ABACON.
The next thing as a builder, what is a work? Let's look at what the code says. It said the management of the execution, the supervision of artisans and craftsmen can be carried out by registered builders.
Builders are the professionals saddled with the responsibility of managing building production on site, and to perform this function creditably well, they need to be technically sound to ensure that architectural, structural, mechanical, and electrical designs are integrated in various elements for unison and sustainability. For the NIOB President Kunle Awobodu, professionalism in building construction remains the first step to reducing substandard building constructions across Nigeria.
Definitely, you are going to be loading things inside the wall. When you do that, the weight might depress the floor and create a crack. That is one. Secondly, we are not trying to take the jobs of the structural engineer, but when we see it, we try to point it out. Like if the structural engineer has been involved in the design of this foundation, he would have given you adequate road sizes.
These professionals are trained academically and in all aspects of skills. In the construction of buildings, in the management of building production, in the maintenance of properties and facilities. And so when you get to know these people, you will know that they are the right set of people to handle our building. We are not saying that we are the only professional in the built environment. But what we are saying is that these professionals you are seeing here this morning are the ones who have been licensed and registered by the federal government of Nigeria to see to everything that has to do with building and construction in Nigeria. And so like we used to sing, Oto girl, building collapse, Oto girl, Ilé máa wó, Oto girl, Lákọ́lé láàrin ọdún kan kó má lọ ọdún márùn-ún kó ti wó, Oto girl. Ká máa pe àwọn tí ò mọ̀, tí ò lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ pé nípa iṣẹ́ ilé kíkọ́ láti máa kọ́lé, Oto girl. It's enough for us engaging quackery in our building production. It is enough. Gbogbo wa la rán ọmọ lọ ilé ìwé tó lọ kọ́ nípa ẹ̀kọ́ ilé kíkọ́. We all send our children to school to go and learn. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn ò lè fi ẹ̀kọ́ yìí ṣiṣẹ́. Most of them cannot use this possession in practice. Nítorí àwọn tí ò mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀kọ́ yìí náà ń gba iṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn. Because of the quacks in our society. Káwo tọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀mí tó ṣòfò. Let's look at the loss of lives that have been lost in the past. Láti ẹ̀wọ̀ àwọn tó ti dá láàbò ara nípasẹ̀ ilé tó wó. Let's look at the disabled people because of building collapse. Láti wo iye àwọn tá ti gbaṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn nítorí pé wọn ò jẹ́ kó ṣiṣẹ́ tó mọ̀. Let's look at people who are jobless because of quackery in our society. Lápapọ̀ gbogbo wa fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan. All of us are united. Àwa ń sọ pé enough is enough. We are not telling you pé ó ti tó gẹ́ o.
A little bit about orchestra, that's music. You know a little bit about music. You will see where you have the violinist, the saxophonist, the keyboardist, the drummer. But there will be somebody standing in front of them, directing them on what to do, coordinating them, telling them what to do. That is the work of the builder.
Yes, indeed, the builder is key to the development of a building project if that project must stand the test of time. And so from north to south, east and west, the 36 states of the Federation, as well as the Federal Capital Territory, the builders trooped out in their number for a week-long event which climaxed on the 13th of March 2021, the Builders' Day.
A gentleman no dey o. A gentleman no dey o. A gentleman no dey o. A gentleman no dey o.
Several activities were organized by the builders simultaneously in different states, but the message is the same. Engage only professional builders in building construction and allow only registered professional builders to manage building construction projects in line with laid-down building regulations.
The site execution of every building under construction shall be managed by a registered builder. Is that not what?
Yes. Yes.
Can I see how many builders here? Registered builders. If you are a registered builder, registered builder. Thank you. I want to tell you something. This number of registered builders here, if they are coordinated, organized, and working in the same spirit, can coordinate the whole buildings in Imo State.
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes.
So I want to tell you that as we are celebrating this 1 year in office, by the next week, I think OCDA is already 1 year. By last year, I was here with you.
Yes.
Today again, we are here.
More than 1 year.
I want to tell you that all the relevant agencies that makes a building stand here, we are going to make sure that all of them will sign their signatures in all the buildings before we give
COVID-19 to its enemies. COVID-19, COVID-19, COVID-19.
Technical advice were also given freely by these professional builders on radio and television programs for people who have challenges on their building sites or occupants of buildings with technical issues.
More than one foot. It's about 300. Okay. It's not good enough for a color.
How long will it last before you start maintenance?
This one is not completed yet.
It's not yet completed. We are still covering the coding, and we started experiencing this.
This one is downward movement. The foundation is not stable. It's not stable. And this beam is what is protecting this.
Enough is enough. Trees of building collapse. Ó tó gẹ́ tí a máa rí ilé wíwó láyìíká wa. Don't let the copper white and naira fool. Ẹ má ṣe jẹ́ kí á tó ṣí òpè, ká máa sanwó wa nù. Because of that, engage the right people. Nítorí ìdí èyí, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé àwọn tí ó tọ́ àti àwọn tí ó mọṣẹ́ láti ṣiṣẹ́ wa. Engage the right professional. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a máa gba àwọn akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ tí ó tọ́. To handle our work. Láti máa bá wa ṣe àwọn iṣẹ́ wa. That is the sensitization we are doing today. Èyí ni ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ tí a mú wá fún wa lónìí. Enough is enough of the precious souls we are losing. Ó tó gẹ́ fún àwọn ẹ̀mí alààyè tí a ń sọnù nípa ilé wíwó. All these things are avoidable. If we engage the right professionals. Kí ìyàtọ̀ láàrin ẹnjìníà àti bíúdà, ṣé kankan náà làwọn méjèèjì àbí ìyàtọ̀ kan wà? Tí ò bá kí ń ṣe builder. We said it earlier that if it is not a builder, kò súnmọ́ builder. It is not a builder. Iṣẹ́ wọn yàtọ̀ síra pátápátá. We are from the same built environment, but we are different with our training and with our practice. When we say engineer, tí a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn onímọ̀ ẹ̀rọ. Engineering has so many things of specialization. Àwọn onímọ̀ ẹ̀rọ wọ́n ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀ka. None of these specializations kò sí kankan nínú ẹ̀ka wọn yìí has to do with building construction.
Lectures were held in Enugu, meetings with government officials in Imo, trainings for artisans in Abia, visits to construction sites in Lagos, Ekiti, Ondo, Ogun, Oyo, Rivers, and indeed several other states of the Federation joined in the campaign to end quackery and ensure that building production on sites are technically and structurally sustainable.
You have a body of professionals.
Yeah.
Then why do you allow other people who are not part of you to take charge of what ordinarily belongs to you in terms of your business?
That is where our advocacy comes in. You see, if laws are made, the enforcement is important. And that is an area where the government really needs to come in. If government has taken a decision to change the situation, it will be done. You
And
will
that
see the
advocacy is going on now.
seriousness. So, but first of all, the law must be there. The National Building Code, we have been on it for many years.
This thing keeps on giving professionals serious headache, especially that of 13th March 2019, where so many kids and staff were killed. This makes the president of the Nigeria Institute of Building, Builder Kunle Awobodu, dreams and things and thought about so many things and said no, there must be a way out. And the first thing we are going to do is to sensitize the whole country, the whole world. Let them know that there are builders in this country and the builders are very, very uncomfortable having buildings collapsing.
Prevention of building collapse and its attendant losses, no doubt, is less expensive and superior to emergency management of collapsed building sites. And so, for these professional builders, the Builders' Day has come to stay and promises to continually yield positive results in bringing an end to incessant building collapse cases in Nigeria.
Should handle building construction. No non-builder should handle building construction. Building construction should be handled by only registered builders who have their seal, who are licensed by law to practice the construction of buildings.
To stop the menace of building collapse in Ogun State and the country in general is the simple question or the simple answer to engage the qualified professionals who are trained for over years and are licensed by the federal government of Nigeria to practice construction. And those are the ones called the builders. So when government engage them, I see no reason why buildings should collapse. But in the absence of that, there will be multiple collapse even in the nearest future. Because you see these days, you see a lot of people who engage themselves in the construction processes. Some of them are graduates of history, some are graduates of mathematics because they know one brother or because they have a senator as a brother or as a sister. They give them jobs to do and they tend or they call themselves a builder. But they are quacks. So except the government implements that law, there will be problems even in the nearest future.
The outcome of investigation into the Itafaji building collapse and similar cases in Lagos pushed the government into approving the use of registered builders in construction sites. The registered builders under the aegis of the Nigerian Institute of Building are therefore calling for the support of relevant federal and state ministries, departments and agencies, as well as critical industry stakeholders to realize the objectives of the Builders' Day celebration. The 2021 Builders' Day has as its theme Professional Builders Engagement in Building Production Management.